Ladies and gentlemen, fellow South Africans, we have just had a major sign that the Springboks are going to thrash their opponents tomorrow. There are some Springboks. They're here. They're with us. The Springboks, they are here today. Oh my goodness, we're bringing out all we can to support the Bokke for tomorrow. Habashwe. Yeah, indeed. That's what we are hoping for. And there they were, the Springboks right behind us. The first bit of game I've seen while I've been in the Kruger Park. And there happen to be Springboks as I wear my Springbok jersey here ahead of the match against Samoa tomorrow. So we're wishing the guys all the best on this launch of World Tourism Day in the Limpopo province. We're in the Kruger National Park, if you've just tuned in, the Sable Dam, a beautiful, beautiful part of the park in this particular province. Now, we talk about the Limpopo province, which happens to be the host province for this particular launch that's taking place. So we're going to talk about what this actually means for the province with the MEC of Economic Development in a short while. However, we found it more important to go out into the streets and speak to a couple of the traders and those people that operate here in the province to find out what things are really like for them. And this is their response. Take a listen.
There
are tourists, but the problem is that tour guides don't allow tourists to buy from us. They only come to take pictures of the mountains, but they don't buy anything. There are no tourists here. We sell here and sometimes spend 2 weeks without selling anything and just go home with nothing.
All right, so there's some serious problems that we talk about, and we're always talking about how people benefit from tourism. And yet at the end of the day, what happens is that you'll see that some of these traders that we spoke to have absolutely no business for in excess of 2 weeks. MEC for Economic Development, Environment and Tourism here in Limpopo, Seaparo Sekoati, it's good to have you here on the program and welcome to Morning Live.
Morning, Leanne.
All right, so I know it was difficult for you to hear the sound and the concerns of some of the traders, but generally what they were saying is tour guides do not allow the tourists to buy. They bring them to take pictures and have a look, but never to purchase. Sometimes they go for 2 weeks without selling one product. I mean, what is your response to something like this?
Well, Leanne, it's actually news to me that tour operators are not allowing people to be able to buy some of the crafts that are being sold in those stalls. So one of the things, because we've got a good relationship with the tour operators, we're interacting with them, with the tourism associations and so on, we will have to take up the matter and make sure that those people are able to become part of the tourism economy in this province. So we will definitely take it up with the tour operators in the area.
We urge you to take a visit. I mean, we were filming there at the JG Stratum Tunnels Crafts and Culture Market, and those were some of their concerns. So perhaps to go there, visit, find out what's going on. Because in the reality, we can talk about figures increasing of visitors coming, but only a few institutions like accommodation and tour operators benefit. But you want that to spread, and you want the crafts guys to make a living and enjoy this. So I would imagine this is a desperate situation that you need to look into.
We are going to immediately attend to it. Good. We will visit the people around there and be able to understand what are the challenges, but as well from the tour operators as to why are they not being able to let people get into those stalls and be able to purchase. If they can stop, why not be able to buy? So we will definitely have to understand what are the challenges.
Excellent. Now, let's talk about those numbers which I mentioned, and they are increasing significantly. I mean, from 4.8 million in 2013 to 7.4 million in 2014. What do you attribute the growth to? I mean, this makes it really one of the top visited provinces in South Africa.
Well, one of the things that we are having is that without necessarily, priding ourselves, this is one of the provinces where people, when they are here, they are able to meet friendly people. But secondly, we've got some of the best products that we can be able to offer as a province. And we are also starting to make sure that we are marketing and coordinating our efforts, particularly from both the public and the private sector. Yeah. So we should be able to even grow it even much better.
Yeah, indeed, indeed. And it is. I mean, you talk about friendly. This is a very, very friendly province. It's absolutely wonderful. This is the third time that the province is playing host to the launch of World Tourism Day. SMMEs, the boost that this has done, do you think that this has helped? Can you attribute these launches and perhaps the spotlight turning onto Limpopo as to one of the factors why tourism is actually increasing here?
I would agree with that, because if you look at the exposure that we are getting through hosting this tourism day, it then tells you that we are able to expose even some of the gems that we have, which people have never heard of, people have never seen before. And we are out of this, we are then able to expose them, and more people continue to visit the province. So we believe that it does have a huge impact in terms of the growth of the province. Yeah. So we actually welcome it, and will continue to work with the National Tourism Department to make sure that we coordinate our efforts to make sure we can even bring more people, more numbers to this province. And I'm sure everyone would love it, because this is a beautiful province.
Yeah, indeed. Now, one of the big things as well with the Transfrontier Parks, which we had a wonderful conversation with the Minister about, but there is this initiative of bush to the beach, from here, from the park, in the bush, all the way to the beach in Mozambique. I mean, this is just a fantastic thing. Tell us a little bit more about it.
Thanks, Leanne. It's quite exciting that through the Transfrontier Park we are able to have a route where somebody can be able to have breakfast here in the bush and be able to have lunch at the beach close by in Shashai. We believe that it's one of the areas that if we're able to improve the infrastructure, that should be able to allow people to go and see some of the beautiful beaches from our neighboring country, but also in Shashai. So we are definitely going to make sure that we pursue it, but as well people are able to know it, because this is one of the easiest if you have to go to some of the best beaches close by. Yeah. But what is more exciting is that you've got both worlds. You've got the bush and you've got the beach at the same time. So it's really exciting to be part of that development.
Yeah, absolutely an amazing initiative. I mean, I love the idea. I have to do this myself, though, to actually believe I can bush for breakfast and beach for lunch. I've got to see that happening at play. The theme, the local theme, although we talk about the global theme, is 1 billion opportunities, 1 billion jobs. But here, 1 million new opportunities await. That's the local theme here. What are the opportunities that you believe you could find through tourism?
Well, there are a mirage of opportunities that are out there. If you look at the park itself, at most of the times, at peak periods, people are not able to find accommodation here. People need more and more services, and there are actually more other ventures that we can actually come up with that. And we believe that as we continue to develop some of these ventures, it means more new opportunities in terms of jobs, but as well people are able to find their space within the industry. And we believe that there are still more that people can actually still be able to become part of this industry.
Let's leave it there, MEC. Thank you so very, very much for talking to us here on the program. Seaparo Sekoati is the MEC for Economic Development, Environment and Tourism here in the province of Limpopo. You may have heard, or you can hear, the sounds of a helicopter that is about to land here. Well, that helicopter is going to be fitted with a camera, and in the next hour when you cross to us, we're going to be bringing you some live visuals, some magnificent visuals from the Kruger National Park. And in fact, not just this morning, we've actually been filming quite a few visuals for you over the last few days, just to show you some of the wildlife and some of the magnificent scenes you got here. So there you go. That's the SANParks helicopter about to land, and you're going to see what hopefully all of us are going to enjoy, some magnificent wildlife.